This is how many sales my new eBay account has done in the last 5 weeks. Is that a little bit too small? Well, let me get a little bit closer. Here we go, 11. And yeah, it's still pretty small. 11 sales in 5 weeks, which has generated £252.31 worth of revenue, and breaks down into 2.2 sales and £50.46 per week, which, let's be honest, it's just not good enough. Now, I know what the issues are because my other eBay business is doing pretty damn good. We've turned over on Marketplace well over 50 grand in the last 4 weeks. And I know what the problem is with this new eBay project. I'm not being consistent enough. I'm not getting enough stuff on the account to generate more sales. Now, if you watched last week's video, you'll know that I bought a mystery box from Ecom Kings. It's still sat down there. I have not had the time to get it all listed, but today is going to change. We're going to get it all listed. We're going to get it on the store. We're going to do some active promotion. And then we're going to discuss about turning this account into a business account. So here we go. Here is the box from the Ecom King people, which we unpacked last week. And we're going to get it all listed and we're going to get it onto the store because I need to stop calling it a store, but it will be soon because we're going to be converting to a business account. So we've only got 29 products on the eBay account, nowhere near enough to be bringing people in to shop with me. And we just need to up our game. Now, I know I said that a couple of weeks ago, but my main business has just been so incredibly busy. We've got so much going on. We've got new customers coming on board that need my attention as I am the managing director of the business and I need to be pushing things forward. And it's just meant that this project has kind of took a little bit of a back burner, which is not where I want it to be because I want these videos to be jam-packed full of really relevant info for you guys that are watching. I've had tons of people message me in the kind of weekly vlogs to say, I'm really looking forward to following your journey. And I want to talk to you guys directly. Don't worry, we're back on track. We are going to be smashing things forward. So let's just get some stuff listed and then we'll take a look at the store and see what it looks like populated with more stock. So before I start listing, let's have a look at what those 11 sales actually make up of. So I'm going to spin the camera around so you can have a look at exactly what is sold. So let's start at the top. We sold the Sony camera and then the Kodak camera also sold. We sold a Stanley Impact Torsion drill bit set. We sold the ASICS trainers, but then unfortunately the person didn't pay, so we had to refund them. Job lot of men's clothing. We sold another Samsung camera. We sold some fridge magnets, a pair of jeans. The first camera that we had, that I did a video on, that sold in 45 minutes. We then did the super dry swim shorts and the Disney Lilo and Stitch PJs. So that's what we've sold in the last 5 weeks, which is rubbish. Honestly, it is rubbish. But we've got a box load of stuff here. I unboxed it last week, but we're gonna open everything now properly and see what the quality is like. Now, as these are all Amazon returns, I know that it's not going to be brand new quality stuff, so let's just dive into it. I'm going to get them listed and then I'll throw them on the screen. I might set some of these as auctions because I don't really know what they're worth, especially if it's a return that may have something missing. I think I'm just probably going to be honest about the quality and the condition, whack them on an auction, and then if they sell, they sell. If not, we can lump everything together and we can do a job lot out of it. So we're going to spend the next couple of hours getting this stuff listed. I'm about an hour in and I've managed to get some things listed. I've gone through the box and I've picked out all the things that I feel are brand new, sealed and are easy to list. I'll put them up there so you can have a look. But I forgot to mention earlier on that I made a bit of a discovery a couple of days ago and I can't wait to get this listed. And it is this Nikon Coolpix camera. This is the Coolpix L26. And if you've been watching any of my videos, you'll know that the L31 sold in 45 minutes. So I'm gonna get this one listed as well. And I really like the camera category. It's doing well for me at the moment. And in a previous video, I said that I was gonna niche down into possibly the camera sector. And I think I might have to stop this video because what have you got there?
I got lunch.
Lunch is here. I need to stop for food. Nothing like quality food when you're at work. We have got fries and we have got a really nice, what are these called?
Wrap.
Chicken and what?
Yours is chicken and cheese.
My name, it's not my name, it's my wrap. It's a chicken and cheese wrap. How much are these?
£6.
£6. Come on, £6. And you're allowed to have a bit of a cheat meal if you're working on Good Friday. Because, yep, it's Good Friday and I'm working. So, oh, that's really good. You think you can get some food, dog? She ain't gonna get any food. Well, she might do. She usually does. Okay, so we are just after 12 o'clock. It's 2 minutes past 12. Camera has now been listed and it's gone live. This will make fantastic content if it sells really quickly. If it doesn't, not so much. But I'm all about bringing honesty and reality to this channel. And another little slice of reality. The reason why it's not stalling, but it's not going as quick as I would like. My main business is just really busy at the moment. I've mentioned before that I own a mobile and an IT recycling company. We recycle IT hardware from corporates, from schools, from colleges, from the general public. And March and April really ramps up with our school business. Now we've just had all of that come in from a school collection the other day, and all of this has come in from a corporate, and all of them have come in, and all of these have come in from a school, and then we've got a small collection there, a large collection down there, and some Macs up here, and it's all come in and it needs working. Also, we've got these, there's about 150 units here that were done by my technician this week, and they all need to be sold. Now, some of these will be destined for marketplace. As I mentioned before on a previous video, we sell across multiple different marketplaces. This is my main business. We also sell direct to trade, direct to corporates, and direct to consumer. But as we all know with eBay, you have to keep the wheels moving. You have to be listing. And us as a business, we list every single day without fail, as much as we can get on, because the more we are ever present on the platform, the more we sell. If we take 4, 5, 6 days off without listing, sales will, and they do, plummet. We've experienced this a lot of time. We're a 6-year-old business. We turn over £500,000 on marketplaces, amongst other kind of sales things that we do. So this is why I know what I'm talking about, and I know that if we stop listing, business stops. Now, because it's Good Friday today and Bank Holiday Monday, everybody is off for 4 days, including Saturday and Sunday, which is why I'm in, and my business partner, the other half, in there, is in, because we know that we need to get stuff listed today, because we want to maximise Saturday, Sunday and Monday. We're not going to be working Monday. We're going to have the 1 day off. And why am I talking about this? Because I said that I wasn't going to muddy the waters of this eBay project that I've got going on, because I need to learn I need to use what I've learned over the years of this business with the new project. Consistency, volume and consistency. I need more volume on the new eBay store, and I need to be consistently listing, as I pointed out in the week 3 video where I had a plan to get to top rated seller status. Now, we're a quarter of the way there for financial turnover. We've done 250 quid, the target is 1,000, but we need 100 sales. We've done 11. We're 10% there, we're just over 10% there. We've started to list some more stuff now, so it's a start. And from week 3's video, where we spoke about getting to top rated seller status, I said I needed to focus on a niche, and I'm still of that mindset, because I think niche stores just do it a lot better. So I think what I'm going to get done is finish the rest of today because I've got so much work to get done and I don't really want to be here until 10 o'clock tonight. I want to finish at a decent time and go home and maybe have a good Friday tipple with the missus. So I'm going to get the rest of the day done. We're going to get back home. We're going to get into the studio and we'll catch up then. I had an offer literally within 10 minutes of the camera going up. I had an offer for £47.38. Now I've listed it for £59.99, as you can see here. And I had an offer for £47.38, which I looked at it and I thought it's £12 off what I've listed it for. And I've looked at the others that are listed, and I'll throw some up here now, and they're listed anywhere from 70 quid to 90 quid. So I know that the price that I'd put mine up for was really, really competitive. Actually, it's probably the cheapest that you could have bought on eBay. And I did something stupid in the heat of the moment because, well, look, I didn't accept the 47 quid. I counted them back at 50 quid. Just £2 something more. And I don't know why I did it. Now, I'm all about highlighting mistakes and positive things on this channel. And I said, literally, a couple of minutes ago, that this will make really good content if it sells really quickly. And the offer came in less than 10 minutes of it being live. And see, it's still in somebody's basket. So the sale isn't dead yet. It's still in somebody's basket. And you can see that I counted back for 50 quid. I should have just accepted it. And I've done a video earlier on, probably maybe 6-7 weeks ago, saying, as a reseller, are you in the storage game or in the sales game? And I pride myself as being in the sales game, which means I don't hoard my stock and keep it for months and months and months and years and years and years and tie up cash flow. And I've just proved myself wrong right there by not accepting that offer, because this camera cost me nothing. Nothing, zero. And I had a £47.38 offer come in and I counted it for £2.92 more. What an idiot, what an absolute idiot. But anyway, I just thought I'd jump on and do a little bit of an update because you can see this is a relatively live update. It's only 12:46 and you know that it was just after 12 that I made it live, and that was like, I took a screenshot and I made the offer at 12:14. So actually it was 12 minutes, not 10 minutes, 12 minutes I had the offer come in and I counted it pretty much straight away. So we've got a lesson in this video. Early on, we've got a lesson, and that is take offers if they work. I would have made 47 quid profit on this little point and shoot camera, instead of 50. Anyway, let's hope that the person that it's sat in their basket still buys it, because if not, we are now at 4:10 and it's been 3 hours and 59, however long it is, until I stupidly didn't accept an offer on this one 14 minutes after I'd listed it. But I've got round to listing the second camera on out of the two that I had. This is a This is a Canon IXUS 145, really popular camera actually, really good quality. This is a 16 megapixel camera, and they are quite popular. Believe it or not, these sell for around 100 quid. So, as I said, it's 12 minutes past 4, and that one has been listed 30 seconds ago. Well, literally before I press record on this video. We'll start the clock again. And this time I'm not going to be as stupid, because this one cost £10. £10. This one was nothing, not sold yet. This one was £10. And I'm just going to throw the listing up here. I'm going to scroll through the photographs so you can have a look at it. And I've shown it nice and clear, crisp, white background. Shown with the camera on, with the menu up, so people can see that it's working. It doesn't come with a charger, but what it does come with is a fully charged battery, and I've put in an SD card in there for free as well. So Buyer will get it fully charged, can use it straight away. I've put it reasonably priced, 95 quid. They're selling anywhere from 90 to about £110. So I've put myself in the middle. And we'll see where we go. I'm not going to be as silly this time because even if I accepted 50 quid as a private seller, because the account still is a private account, I'd still make 40 quid. I've put free shipping on this actually, which is going to cost £3.40 something, £3.45 I think it was, which I've got to cover. I think this will sell pretty much for the asking price. But if we get that offer coming in that's anywhere north of 70, 75 quid, I'm going to accept it because I just want cash back in the bank. And hopefully later on today, this one will sell as well. I'm smiling and I'm going to tell you why. It's now 8 o'clock well, it's 25 past 8 in the evening. I finished work at 4 o'clock and I walked home. Now my warehouse is literally 25 minutes walk from where I live. So when I don't need the car or I don't need my van, we generally walk to work and walk back because it just gives us a little bit of an exercise and allows us to kind of chill out after a busy day's worth of work. And I got home just after 5 o'clock, did a few little bits and bobs, had some tea, opened up eBay, and can you see, hopefully it's sold. Yes! I didn't lose it. The person that made the offer earlier on in the day has obviously gone out and had a bit of time to themselves and come back and got onto their eBay and accepted my counter offer. So I'm happy. We've got another sale in the bag, 50 quid in the pot. And yeah, I'm happy about that. I almost lost that one for being sheerly stupid. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. It didn't sell as quick as the other Coolpix, 45 minutes, but if I'd accepted that original offer, it would have sold in 12 minutes. We live and learn. We live and learn. We've sold another camera. So I'm happy. The Canon hasn't had any offers yet. I've sent some offers out myself because there's a couple of people watching it. Hopefully by the morning that would have sold as well. Now, tomorrow is Saturday and me and the missus, we're going to go for a bit of a journey. We're getting on the train and we're going to a place called Shrewsbury, which if you're from the West Midlands, you'll know exactly where Shrewsbury is. If you don't, it's a little bit closer to the Welsh border and it's a nice little kind of town. I was going to call it a market town, but it's not a market town. So it's a lovely place. I love Shrewsbury. My daughter actually goes to college there as well. So I tend to get over there quite a bit and I like it. So we're getting on the train. We're going to have some drinks and some food. And of course, we're going to do some hopefully some sourcing. So I've said I'm not going to be a charity shop person, but I'm going to go into some charity shops because I know there is quite a few in Shrewsbury. Quite a lot of them actually, and who knows what they're going to pull up. So while I'm there, I may as well just pop in. So with it being 25 past 8 in the evening now, I'm wrapping things up for today and I'll see you tomorrow on the train going to Shrewsbury. And I had to wear my hat because I didn't realise how messy my hair was throughout all of this video. See you tomorrow. So yesterday we got the train from Telford to Shrewsbury for a little bit of a relaxing day. We started off with a nice bit of food and we had a few drinks throughout the day. But while we were walking around Shrewsbury, we noticed that there were several charity shops. So we thought, why not pop in and see if we can do a little bit of sourcing. Now, we visited several, but unfortunately there was nothing really there that I wanted to buy, nothing really that I was interested in reselling. So we just carried on and enjoyed the rest of the day, got the train home, and to be fair, had a nice day off from work. It's now Sunday, it's Easter Sunday, so happy Easter to everybody watching. And you've guessed it, what time is it now? It's 8:30 in the morning and we're off to a car boot sale. Now I know in a previous video I said that I wasn't going to do car boot sales, that they didn't really interest me, but I'm going to give them another go. Because the one that we came to last week was a couple of weeks ago, was really, really big. And we came late in the day. Now, I think this one opened to the public at 7:30, so we're still going to be an hour and 20 minutes late, but a couple of hours earlier than last time. So hopefully there might be something that we can pick up to try and resell later. So we've got about 10 minutes to go till we get there. We're going back to the same one as we went to last week, which is in Dark Lane in Wolverhampton. And who knows? It's kind of whether it's going to provide anything that's worth selling. So yeah, let's go and have a walk around and let's see what we can get. So if you want to know how big this place is, I'm just going to pan the camera around so you can see, because it is a massive one. And luckily it's a nice warm day again today. So here you go. There is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cars here. So yeah, a nice big one. So we've been here half an hour and we've made a purchase. Now I'm not going to show you exactly what it is yet. And what else have we got? Show. Now I'm not going to show you what this is, because this is a bit of retro gaming, but you'll have to watch to the end of the video to see what it is. But we're going back to the car to put our stashes into the boot and then back out shopping. But happy days. A little bit of a better experience today. Okay, it's 10:30 on my way home, and despite earlier on saying that I don't like car boot sales, I actually quite enjoyed that. The sun was shining, it was a nice little walk around, and we managed to bag some stock. We bought stuff. We pretty much spent all my money, and I bought, how many things did I say I bought? Seven items hauled from the car boot sale. Now I found myself really, I think I bought nothing but retro and vintage stuff, which apparently I like. But we're gonna get home, gonna get some food, and then I'll unpack what we got, show you exactly what we got, how much I paid for it, and then it'll be all about getting it on the eBay store to start selling and see how much money we can make from it. But yeah, good morning so far. Okay, back home, had some breakfast. It's time to go over what we picked up at the car boot sale. Now, I had two choices of where to go this morning. There was an antiques and vintage collectors fair over in Stafford, which is half an hour, 45 minutes away. And there was a car boot sale on in 25 minutes to Wolverhampton. Now, I think collectors vintage retro fair is going to be more where I'll end up taking things. And you'll understand that once I've shown you what I've got just to my left here. But I think I need to get my knowledge up more on vintage collectible stuff before I go out there and start trying to source it. And I don't feel like my knowledge is there just yet. So we opted to go with the boot sale. Now, from my experience last time, we went there super late. There wasn't that much to buy. But my thought was, get there a little bit earlier. Hopefully there's going to be a better selection, and you're more than likely to buy something from a car boot sale at a lower price that you can make money on reselling it. So although I thought the opportunities would be less, I thought there was more chance to sell stuff if we did manage to land something, if that makes sense. So 25 minutes down the M54 to Wolverhampton, we went to Dark Lane, again in Featherstone. Which was massive, and as you've just seen from like literally 30 seconds ago, it's huge. There was hundreds of cars there. So literally we were there 5 minutes and we managed to pick up two items from the same store. So the first one is this regular Sprint C retro film camera. As you've seen from my previous videos, I love cameras. I was going there to try and get some digital cameras, but we didn't. We managed to pick up this one. I don't know if it works, but I think this one is more of a focal piece, a little ornament type thing. I wouldn't really necessarily sell this for someone to use it, if I'm completely honest, although I mean, the winder doesn't work, but I just like the look of it. The theme carried on because a couple of stores later, I managed to buy a couple of things actually. And the first one was this Olympus Trip 35 camera. Now, the person on the store wanted 20 quid for it. I managed to get down to 15. It's fully working. Nice, really nice looking camera. I'll throw the comps up on the side. These are going anywhere between 60 and 85 quid in fully working condition. So I'm hoping to get the higher end for that because this is in excellent condition. I mean, for the age, there is not a mark on it. It looks like it is literally brand new. There might be a few little scuff marks on the bottom from where it's just been sat down, but it looks in absolutely mint condition. So really happy with that one. That's a really nice vintage camera. Now from the store that I bought the first camera I showed you at, I found this, and I used to have one of these in the 80s, which is the Grandstand Firefox F7 game. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love this. And I am the guy puts, although it's a bit, there's some marks on the back, but that's just tape marks. We will be able to clean all that up. There is a little scuff. I did see a little scuff somewhere. There's a little scuff just down by the joystick there, which is okay, but the guy put in some batteries and it worked. Sound was working, graphics were working. So I'm really happy with that. I'm going to throw the comps up on the screen. They're going anywhere north of like 60, 70, 80 quid. So with this being fully working, I picked this up for 28. So probably a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but 28 quid. We could see a potential return of 75, 80 quid. And I'm happy with that. But this just brought back so many memories. It's wicked. We then moved on to, I didn't realise it, but I like lamps. I bought a couple of these and resold them pretty well. This is like a gas lamp. So it's got a bit of wear on it, but I actually quite like the fact that it's got some wear on it. Picked this up for a fiver. They can go anywhere from 5 quid on eBay and upwards. But I just bought it for nostalgia purposes because I remember when I first started doing some reselling, I was selling these, and it's quite nice. It's like a stainless steel version. And yeah, I quite like that, so I picked that up for a fiver. Now the electric lamps. First one I picked up was, now you might like this, you might not. I like it. It's this like blown glass yellow lamp with it's just got a bayonet fitting in there with a stainless steel bottom, fully working, and I can see that in sort of a kitsch retro kind of living room, or a bar or restaurant or something. But I really like that, and I paid £2. £2 paid for that one. Then we went on and got this like little retro like desk light, swivel top, extends up like that, extends down like that, and again another £2 find little on-off switch there, and a nice little desk lamp. And the other one, again, another extractable, which is another little retro kind of desk lamp. I think they all need cleaning up, and again, plug on it, fully working. And I just like these. Modern day lamps nowadays are just a little bit boring, and I quite like something that's a little bit different and a little bit unique that you can just have on your desk, click it on when you're doing some work in the evening. I'm happy with everything that I've got. Also, a quick update on the second camera, which, as you can see here, sold. It sold for £85, 85 pence, within 24 hours of it going live on Friday, which means if you add it to the Nikon that we sold earlier on Friday in the day, that's totaled just over 135 quid, which for two cameras with a combined cost price of 10 quid, I'm really happy. Now, in reality, if I'd bought the first camera, there would have been more cost price associated to it. But overall, that's really, really good profit. 135 quid from a £10 outlay, and because we're still in the whole private account thing, there's no fee. So I think I've got my way forward. I think I've got my path. I can feel what I'm drawn to in relation to what I want to start selling. So I am going to be focusing now on the camera stroke homeware stroke vintage retro collectible categories. Now I know that still sounds like a little bit of a scattergun approach, and I said earlier on that I don't want to be a store that sells absolutely everything, and I'm not selling absolutely everything. I'm working in a couple of categories that I feel I've got a little bit of a passion about, which will make me want to learn more about the products. For example, vintage lamps. Come on, you got to comment down below. Do you like this or not? When I put it up for sale and I put it in a nice picture, you're gonna, if those people who don't like it, you're gonna like it. But come on, it's so 70s. It's so 70s. Maybe it's because I'm a 70s kid. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I think I've got the route forward. You've got to love what you're selling because otherwise you won't be motivated to go out and buy them. Now, to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday on a bank holiday weekend, when realistically I could have stayed in bed and had a sleep in, to go out and buy things, you've got to be motivated and you've got to want to go and do it. And just going out to buy random crap isn't a motivator for me. But buying a really cool vintage camera for 15 quid that hopefully I can sell for about 80, that's motivation. Buying cool retro 70s lamps, and I like it. And buying really I'm buying games that like I remember playing when I was 10 years old. Satisfying. It is satisfying. Now, I'm gonna have to get some batches for this. I'm gonna show you working because kids of today will look at this and go, what the bejesus is that? Especially when you can get so much gaming power on this. But guys, this is what we used to play with. And even before this, then people older than me used to play with those ball things that you throw in the air and catch. You know what I mean? Dominoes, whatever. I'm rambling now. But anyway, there we go. Think we have come to a natural end of this video. Next week's video there's going to be a lot to do. There's going to be upgrading to a business account. Now, I know that I've said this for the last couple of videos, but now's the time to do it. I haven't hit the HMRC threshold, earnings threshold yet, but I will in the next couple of weeks. But I'm going out and buying stuff to sell, which means I'm not a private seller. I'm not selling stuff from around my house. I'm physically going out, buying stuff to sell for a profit, which means I'm classed as a business. So I'm going to upgrade to a business account. I'll document that. I may do a standalone video on how to do that, but it is relatively easy. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to add all of these things to the inventory management spreadsheet so you can see how that works. And we're going to make sure that the calculators are finally working. We're going to plug the data in. Once I've set these up for sale and got the sell prices, we're going to plug these into the calculators so you can see how I work out profitability. And yeah, we're going to carry on looking for more stuff to buy. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got to the end of this video, you're about 25 minutes in, surely it's got to be worth a subscribe. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you tap that button that's popping up on the screen below. Tap that bell icon so you can be notified when all my next videos come out. I put shorts out pretty much every other day and long form video out. I try and get one out every single week. And please give this video a thumbs up because it really, really does help my channel get discovered by other people, most importantly. So yeah, people like you who are interested in this type of content, and the reason why I sit here for hours and hours making videos. So hopefully it can inspire you one day to become a reseller or help your reselling business anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. Keep reselling, keep grinding. See you on the next video.